Hello guys, welcome to the Battle of Waterloo, Great Britain. We all know that the British won the Battle of Waterloo, so I decided to make the easy way to win first, comparatively a bit harder way. As you know, Napoleon technically did not win the Battle of Waterloo. Seeing the 3 artillery pieces just bombarding the French. So already I am taking some losses due to my artillery. So my men are already going to begin to start firing. This massive charge over here just quickly happens. My rifles hitting up this Fusilier line, but my King's German Legion foot gonna take some fire as they're reforming. Took a cav charge here, but it's gonna rout quickly. But I believe it's gonna rout my rifles. There they go. Cav does live. Tell the tale. It looks like it is gonna get a charge in on these guys, the 42nd Black Watch. No, I get him in. I'm gonna get him into square. Get him into square. Yeah, gets into the 42nd Black Watch. I get a square, and that's when the building starts getting charged by the Fusiliers of the line. So there's a huge, massive French force that still remains there. This is gonna become very instrumental. My cab is going to become very instrumental, and the Prussian coming in the back is going to be very instrumental, though I would have enough force in the end to fend off the remaining French force. Now first, let's focus on this first part of the battle. There's really nothing in the middle at this point. My artillery is still alive. I reform the 42nd Black Watch to take on this Fusilier line. The army here is mostly based Fusilier line. It is basically Fusilier line. That's all that there is. And a couple of Grenadiers of line. And I have to charge in this foot unit to help these King's German Legion foot take this building back. Though I am starting to lose some buildings. This one technically isn't theirs yet, because I charge in this Dutch line infantry with this Fusilier line. They're tired, so they're just gonna die to my guys. As this unit's just getting hit by Artie, so it's gonna rout here in a second.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
As this flank is quickly falling due to me having the superior hill position. As that flank has routed, is starting to look very, very good for me in this battle. Still trying to take this building back from the French. It's just getting bombarded by artillery. This building's not looking as positive at this point, though. But what even is it here? Foot unit? That's what it says. Either way, my foot are just gonna try to hold off against this Grenadier and this Fusilier. And this building's gonna quickly come back to the British over here.
We've taken the buildings up.
There it goes. Fusiliers have routed. As I've basically kept the buildings at this point. That's when I start marching up my force. I mean, I do this Battle of Waterloo as quickly as I possibly could, but this is when the massive amount of cav starts charging in my direction. And I'm paying attention to these buildings at this point. I eventually have time to notice. Some of them do end up getting into a square, but I think this foot guard's gonna go down. I don't know, it's at 155 minutes, so it will last for a while. This Fusilier line just won't fall. It just won't. Look at how many minutes. It's at 18. And it's still not. And there it goes. It took forever for that one to go. And then this is when the mass cav charge goes in against my artillery. And there, I actually did get the Coldstream Guards into a square, but they're going to get overwhelmed to the cav at this point. I do get these guys into a line to fire against these Grenadiers of the line, though. My Brunswickers. See, there's a second cav charge. That's when I have to charge in my cav. I know I wasn't going to save the artillery, but I did not notice these Dutch Guard Lancers are there. So my cap's just going to get obliterated. My Life Guards and my Dragoons are going to get hit pretty hard due to the Dutch Guard Lancers. They're not going to succeed in taking out Michael Ney. See, the French troops are the French Cavs just wants to charge back in. My Coldstreamers, my Foot Guards are just going to hold their position. So unfortunately, the Brunswickers got charged, and this King's German Legion. It just hold charge of the French army. Another Foot Guard unit. But yeah, my arty's gone over here. And my Cav's just gonna keep trying to hold their own. But these Lancers are just gonna start hating up on my guys. Yeah, the Lancers are gonna kill off my Cav, both of them. There's a lot of Cavs still left. But my Foot Guards have held against the Cav. Is this Grenadier of the line finally routing or about to rout? So I'm kind of forming up a line. That's when I have to chart. I get ready my next amount of Cav ready, and that's when they just gonna get radiated. Yeah, is the whole entire Cav charge just takes out my artillery. A couple of Cav men getting killed by spikes. That one just ran right through. I think it took me a while to notice that rifle unit came back from when it routed up here, but that's when I end up charging my Cav in, I believe. I think I first moved up that line. Yep, there they go.
Our men are running for.
My second bit of artillery is dead. Is the Prussians have arrived to reinforce. But at this point, the enemy French have nothing much left except for young guard, old guard. Two old guard and two young guard. And Napoleon himself is all that remains. And 2 Cav units, and all the artillery. It's all that remains of the French force. I mean, switch is still a lot, but in this battle, it's not going to help too much. My Foot Guard's quickly getting slaughtered up here. I'm going to have a smaller unit, though. My Nassau Jaegers. As Napoleon himself decides to make a valiant charge. So he does get a successful charge in against my Nassau Jaegers. Well, they got flung over everything. Napoleon himself in combat. There he goes to kill one of my guys, my Foot Guards. Oh no, my 42nd Black Watch and my Dutch Line Infantry have to go up against these 2 Old Guard. Well, more like 2 Old Guard and a Fusilier of the line. But for the most part, Napoleon is going to not die. You know, the historical battle course is not going to die, but his whole entire unit's just going to get shot up and killed, and there's only going to be about 2 of them left. One being himself. Somehow he's not dead. Either way. And that's when the AI started moving against the Prussian player slash Prussian AI. So I'm just going to continue to slaughter them as they make their way. Is my Dutch line infantry got slaughtered and routed. So I still have my cav still here. Guess we'll look at the buildings real quick to see how much death took place. A lot of death. A lot of it. So I still have one artillery left. One, it's at full, so that's good. And this one took some damage from RD, but either way. It's this main part. This is the main part of the battlefield right here, and somewhat over here, still taking place. For the most part, the French just got obliterated to my guys, and that's when I used those last 2 units of cav to charge against the artillery that remains of the French. As the old guard are slowly going downhill. So these old guard got charged by one of my units that were out of ammo. Is the Prussian force just going to overwhelm whatever remains of Napoleon's army? There's just nothing that Napoleon can do. You'll see my strategy, because in the other version of the game, or not the other version of the game, but the other version of the historical battle, you play as France. The Prussian player comes from over here, and you'll see what I do in the next historical battle, which will take place very, very soon. Finale of my historical battles. See, I was kind of messing up with this one. Just moving my units around. There's a huge mass there. See the young guard charging. But yeah, there's nothing remaining of the enemy force. Napoleon's gone. Everything involving Napoleon is gone.
Victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Except for whatever remains on the battlefield at this point. That young guard being the only unit remaining. So I rout those old guard in seconds. Is that young guard just decides to leave the battlefield. So you guys, that was the Great Britain version of the Battle of Waterloo, and the French version will come very, very soon. See you guys in the finale of my historical battles of Napoleon Total War. Peace.